Okay, we are here at the Great American Beer Fest. This not only is the biggest beer fest in the world, it is my first beer fest. Even being such a beer fan, I've always been afraid of these because I just don't want to get that drunk. And most of the beer fests in where I live in Atlanta, it doesn't make sense for me to get a hotel, 10 miles away or 20 miles away. Actually, since I live in the woods, everything's 40 miles away, but all right. We're already trying some stuff. I'm already losing my friends, but I'm just wowed. So these are the little glasses they give you, so you can take your 1 ounce pours. I'm hoping to be able to do maybe 60 1 ounce pours. That's crazy, right? Tell people I had 60 beers, but that's the equivalent of 5 beers, and that's about all I can do. I'm a lightweight, and I do like the imperial stouts and stuff that tend to be a little higher in alcohol. Carling said we're starting at her favorite brewery, and we're already stopping in. Oh, smoked porter. Okay, I like smoky ones. That's where I think I'm just going to compile some videos. There's lots of fun things to do here. I think there's a silent disco, believe it or not. There are food trucks inside, and I may need to partake because my total sustenance today was a flat bed. I've only had one drink, and this is a smoked porter. I am here for the Roush beers, the smoked beers, some of the things that I don't find too commonly at home. I'm going to be doing some imperial stouts, some pastry beers. I like some of the dessert beers, and then some of the flavored ones. No IPAs; those are poison. And so we did Meow Wolf today, and I have some videos that I'll compile on that. That was awesome. I was there for 4 hours. All I had was a flatbread. I did it again. Flatbread pizza. I've had 2 ounces of beer. That's it so far, but I'm already stumbling. And no breakfast. This place is buzzing. Carling still can't find your brewery.
Untapped.
Oh, you're untapping? All right. Down a beer. Oh! All right, more random videos as I try to keep up with Carling, even though she is limping. Oh God, I already lost her. This place is overwhelming. Here she is. She's trying to find the freight section to find Deschutes because she has a Deschutes t-shirt. And we need to go there first. But it wasn't first. We've already had, I would say, 15 beers. Okay, the freight section is dark. Interesting. I don't think these. Oh well, and actually the fest is educational. The history of craft beer. Oh wow, I like the freight section. I'm already getting chills. Carling has a bad case of bursitis, by the way. She got it at Dragon Con. She was laid up completely for 2 weeks, where she wasn't allowed to walk. Went away. We've only been to Denver for a day and a half, and unfortunately, starting to rear its ugly head again. This is like, I like this theming stuff, but All right, let's see what this looks like. We've been here for an hour. It started at 5:30 Friday night, and the funny thing is, excuse me, the decibel level and maybe the drunkenness level, we have a meter scale for that. We have moved from a 3 or so, because I think people were drinking before they actually got here, because there seemed to be some tipsy people in line. And it's into the 5 or 6 range already, in my opinion. So, freight section. Yeah, I think this is nice. It's Halloween time. It's October. So Carling lived in Oregon, and Deschutes was one of her favorites. She got a Deschutes t-shirt, and when we got here, we had to head right here, but we didn't do a very good job of it. So I'm going to leave you now, and we'll come back with more updates later. All right, we are in the freight section still. I just tried myself a Boneyard coconut rum ale, and it's really good. And I had a man, I already forgot what it was. A Mexican chocolate ale that was, oh my goodness, so great. Had a few smoky beers. That's what I came here for, because we don't seem to get them in Georgia. I've had some amazing ones. Oh, once again, because I'm filming, you know, Carling is limping, but now that she has beer in her, she is moving like you would not believe. So the she's come here to check out the food trucks. And she definitely needs to eat. My friend Carling is a party person, one of my favorite travel companions. Lots of fun. And Carling! So, I have been here for about 2 hours. Maybe a little more than that. It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And I'm just starting to feel it right now. I think I have had about 30 beers. I was going to try to keep count. Now realize, these are 1 ounce pours. This is what they give you. So 30 ounces, that's only 3 times 12, 36. That's like 3 beers. But I like some of the high gravity beers. We now have pink flamingo glass holders. I have one myself. There's a brewery over here called Wild Blue Yonder, and they never heard the 80s song Wild Blue Yonder. And now I've got it in my head. Wild Blue Yonder. So all my 80s new wave trend. It's always been one of my favorite, like, rowdy songs. So I have to get in a rowdy mood, and I'll post a link to it. Screaming Blue Messiahs, the band, and of course you can Google it and find it. You will love it. That band had another great song called "I Want to Be a Flintstone." Carling Carling and Josh are like drinking every IPA that is here. I am drinking every stout, not so much the porters, the imperial stouts, anything with. In Georgia, we cannot get any beer with smoke. I mean, there's no like Roush beers or smoky beers, so I am nonstop trying all those. And by the way, so far I haven't broken the seal. This is the line for the men's room. God knows what it's like in there. This is going to be frightening. Hopefully I don't have to take my first piss till late in the night. I've been on booze cruises, 3-story cruises that go out to the Boston Harbor, where there's 3 men's rooms and 5 guys in every urinal, 5 guys on every sink, 5 guys in trash buckets, and a line of women for every stall in the men's room. And I'm kind of visioning this right now, because this is the line for every men's room in here. I don't know what I'm going to do when the time comes, because you better time it, because if you got to go fast and you wait till the last minute and you're in that line, yeah, tragedy could occur. So I'm having a lot of fun. I'm a little inebriated. You might tell by my voice. I'm not bad, but I'm just having fun. The energy of all the people having fun here, being pretty much an empath. When people are having fun, I am just high as a kite. And that's what's going on right now. But of course, I love Carling. Her boyfriend Josh is the greatest guy in the world. I mean, really, my good friends find good people. So I really miss my friend Shane. Supposed to be here. I'm not even thinking about that. But, that's the way it goes. Thankfully, he survived his debacle. We had a friend that was supposed to meet us here. Went following me on Facebook. He had a blowout in the desert, driving from Phoenix to Denver, and then ended up having to cancel the weekend because he was stranded in the desert for almost 7 hours, and the cost to get his car towed and whatever, he just, no sleep and whatever, he just gave up. And it's too bad, because he's a good partner in crime. Wow. All kinds of gaming. It's pretty cool because there's a lot of party stuff to do here too. All right, 4 minutes. I said no videos longer than 5. I'm gonna call it quits right now. More later. So, 3 hours into this, and as suspected, I might be a little drunk. I tried to keep track because they're all 1 ounce pours. And I might be around 50 ounces. That's 4 beers. So this is Alaskan Brewing Company's smoked porter, and it's always been one of my favorites. When I visited Carling and John when they lived in Portland, Oregon, we managed to sample this, and you can see smoked porter right over here. So I talked to this representative from Alaskan, and I always thought it doesn't have a fishy taste, which nobody wants fish in their beer, right? But to me, it tasted like, I used to call it the Alaskan salmon beer. And my friend's like, you don't have salmon in it. So he just told me the smoke that they use, the smoke flavoring that they use, I don't know if it's in the malt or whatever it is the exact same that they use to smoke salmon. And so I'm not wrong. My friends made fun of me because I always called it smoked salmon beer. It's like, Rich, you're drunk, there's no salmon in it. And I'm like, I don't care what you say, this is smoked salmon beer to me. That's what I'm calling it. And I'm right. So I actually went online once to try to find out and prove them wrong. And there is a salmon plant that's nearby. I asked him about this, and he said, absolutely true. And so they use the same ingredients that they use to smoke the salmon. So if you want a fishy beer, I know that sounds gross because nobody wants to taste a fish in beer, but if you like smoked salmon, the Alaska Brewing Company smoked porter. This is one of my favorite beers of all time. It's about 8:40 at night. This place closes down at 9:30, I think, or 9:15. And it started at 5:30. So as you can tell, the people that have been here all along, they're like me. And they are, feeling good. I had a drunk check with my buddy Shane. He goes, your posts aren't showing drunk. But you might be able to tell him on my voice, I'm feeling all right. So thankfully I only have 4 hour. See, now you know I'm drunk. I only have a 4-block walk back to my hotel. So I've always told my friends, if you see a long line, something good's going on. I don't know if they're giving away money or there's a good brew. What beer company? I am not an Abita fan, so it's not that. Can't possibly be Abita. 903 Brewers. Cinnamon Roll looks good. Peanut Butter Cup. Okay, they have some pretty good beers that I might like. Painkiller Slushy. Oh. Taco Cream. Wheat. Taco Cream Ale. Okay. Yeah, this is my kind of brewery. God damn it. Look at the line. Yeah. So basically when you see a line, get in it. It is. There's some tables you can walk right up to and they might be giving away pink flamingos. I did get a pink flamingo earlier. Oh, this is crazy. All right. I always say this, more later, right? More later. Okay. So I just picked the Zesty Ranch Taco, and it is like you're drinking a taco. And not in a bad way, it is so good. Everyone here, everyone on this sign, so I can zoom in, looks good. And God almighty, I want the cinnamon roll cream ale and what the fudge stout and the peanut butter cup. Painkiller. Okay, I guess I want them all. 903? I've never heard of them. From Sherman, Texas. And it's late. You're getting ready to close down. This is the longest line I have seen. Oh my, so good. Okay, this is not better than Dragon Con, but it's on that level. It has really been fun, especially since I do enjoy craft brews, and I like very discerning type style, and there's so much here. I also honestly don't like to get drunk. I know I sound drunk right now. It's late. There's only like 15 minutes left of this fest tonight, so I've been here for 4 hours, maybe 5:30 to 9:30 is 4 hours. And what I really, really love is I like taking flights, and then these are all 1 ounce pours. This is about what I got. I like trying different things, so this is great. Everybody here, you got to pay $100 per session, right? So you got to like beer. So they're kind of the intellectuals of beer, So it's a lot of fun. I have to thank Tackle Mac for sending me here. Yes, I did have to drink 3,000 different beers. Technically, it's 3,000 points. I get a lot of double points and triple points and quadruple points. But it's a really good loyalty program, and everybody in that program is absolutely awesome. I met a lot of great people, and the management of that company is awesome. So they paid for 2 nights, and today's fest, I am going to, I'm trying not to cut in front of people, I am going again on my own dime tomorrow at 12:30, so I'm not too hungover. Yeah, it makes me sound drunk, doesn't it? So, it should be good. I have probably had 50 beers. Isn't that crazy? Sounds like 50 beers. They're all 1 ounce pours. So 1 ounce times 50, that's 4 beers. 4 12-ounce beers. But I do like, typically like some of the higher gravity beers, so yeah, going good. Everybody I've met here, and you just bump into random people, they're awesome. Like Dragon Con, they do have theme nights. I don't know what the theme is tonight. So people wear, you can see this guy's got beer stuff on, people have costumes. I know one night is sports night, one night is kind of like Halloween-y kind of Dragon Con night. This is so much fun that if I survive these 2 sessions, I may come back every year. And downtown Colorado, I've been exploring a lot. Be more videos and pictures later. It's really nice. I haven't been to Denver since it was Stapleton Airport, so I'm trying to figure out when I was last here, and it was early to mid 80s. And you say I've been to Denver, but 40 years later, you don't know the city. Although a lot of historical buildings, pretty awesome. Each part of this big convention center has a theme, and I haven't explored each one. We're going to go tomorrow. The idea was, if Shane was coming, we're going to follow order. And I think he's got the right idea. Shane's intelligent. Not to say that Carling isn't, but Carling was very scattered, and we went, zigzagging along, which is kind of what I wanted to do, because I wanted certain types of beers. But I do like this kind of dark section. So they have the freight section, which is Halloween themed, and it's kind of cool because we're in October. I'm kind of in a Halloween-y mood. And then we're all geeks, so they have a space theme over here. And I wanted to go from the freight section to the space section right next to each other. And of course, Carling didn't want to do that, so we didn't do it. Makes no sense. But heading towards the space section right now. The idea is we're going to start at the space section tomorrow for Saturday's section. God, my voice is going so fucking loud here. And I'm going to have to really edit this video. But yeah, the space blast-off section, I call it the space section. Looks like a lot of fun. So this is the Great American Beer Fest, known as the biggest beer festival in America. My first time at any beer fest, believe it or not. We got a Red Sox fan over here. Being from Boston, baseball is my big thing, and I'm go Sox. Yeah, I got to get to this section. All right, fun times. We're closing down the Great American Beer Fest on Friday night. Thanks for joining me. So in case you're wondering what it's like after the Brew Fest, My friends have a suite at the Hyatt, which is pretty much connected to this, and it said we need to have an after party, and here we go. Kind of party here going on. I love that the street connecting the beer fest is called Stout Street. That was just a coincidence, but Denver is a rocking city. I will give it that. It's 9:30 at night, so we had 4 hours of Brewfest. There's a lot of drunk people here, but it's not rowdy or people are feeling good. I am too, but not obnoxiously good. So that's what's good about that. It's actually pretty good temperature, probably in the 60s. All right, debating whether Taco Mac invited me to the Tarantula Bar across the street, but I can't see me drinking much more. But 9:30 is really early for me. Not sure I want to do that, so got to figure out what is next. Further videos may explain that. We'll find out. So it's 12:30 a.m. I said I was going to call it a night early, but guess what? It's still kind of early. Found a bunch of the Taco Mac people here at our hotel, and had a good time the last couple hours. I said I wasn't going to have another beer, but somebody bought me one. Good old Jerry Lewis. Yep, that's his real name. The great guy, a lot of new friends from Taco Mac. This is our hotel, which was the history on this was the Colorado National Bank, and it is pretty ornate. It's one of these older boutique hotels. It's owned by Marriott, Renaissance Denver Hotel, Denver Downtown Hotel. And yeah, it's nice. I have pictures of my room. Typical older building. They renovate the rooms to be as modern as they can. Great service. Everybody here is really well trained and does a great job. I had this Mexican lager that Jerry bought me, and what was the name of the company? Flight? Yeah, Aero Mexico. Wow. It's kind of like a half. It really doesn't taste like a Mexican lager. Really smooth, really good. I like it a lot. But I'm going to call it a night. I said this maybe 5 times tonight. I'll get another session tomorrow. But I really had a good time. That's it for now. Good night, everyone.